Good morning, everyone. Happy Sunday. Sunday today? Is it Father's Day today? Happy Father's Day, everyone who has a kid. An accident, maybe. Crypto Craig, good morning. Automatic Beats, Backwards Miner, welcome. Geek of all trades, it's a pirate. Thank you for the 24 months. What, dude? 2 years as a pirate. Hello, 2 years. Wow, 2 years. Crazy. Nuts. Insane. Rude Puts. Welcome. Adam Bates, Paul Collins, Sloth Squatch. Unfortunate. Cody Johnson. Crypto Craig. Dad mode activated. Geek of all trades. Happy accident. I think so. Carl M. What's up? Random Miner. What's up, man? What's up, bros? What's up? All right. I have a fun topic. A very serious topic today. Do you guys think, like, we all understand with crypto mining, there's kind of like a flaw, a fundamental flaw with crypto mining, as we all understand that everyone here, if not 99.9% of everyone here, is doing it for the money. All right, to make money, right? Crypto mining, people are doing it to make money. Let's be honest here. All right. Okay. As more and more people get in, it's obviously going to raise the network difficulties of these coins, right? So everyone understands, as more people come in, more miners come in, there's going to be fewer rewards. That's going to be spread out amongst everyone, right? There's this competitive game that we're all trying to make money out of it, right? And as more and more people come into it, it gets harder and harder, understandably. Now, I think we've kind of like gone into this equilibrium, and it's funny to say that where we're at this point now, because we've lost, and I'm talking in terms of GPU mining. I'm not talking about Bitcoin mining yet. I'm not even talking about script mining. I'm not even talking about like any other mining out there, but mainly for GPU mining. You know, we all understand, you know, as we've lost We've lost Ethereum. We've lost that, what, $25 million a day emissions back in 2021, 2022, when Ethereum went to proof of stake. We all remember that. That was a good time. And but I think majority of those people majority of the people have left, right? I think we have seen an exit of GPU miners after Ethereum. I think we all know that, right? And for anyone that's left, for anyone that has high electrical costs, I mean, they've all left, right? It makes sense. I mean, how many people here still have GPUs on? How many people here still, or not have on necessarily, maybe still have their GPUs? They haven't sold their GPUs. They're just holding on to their hardware until better times comes back. If better times comes back. Crypto Craig, that is exactly what happens now. Tari, for example. Tari. Yeah. I mean, so is it bad to say, and it's sad to say, there's too many of us at this point in time where we are in the markets, where altcoins, generally a lot of proof of work altcoins have not really done well yet over the past couple of years. I'm saying yet because it could still happen. I'm hopeful altcoin season for proof of work GPU mineable coins will come back, but across the board, I mean, depending on your electrical costs and what hardware you have. Okay, hardware is definitely another factor, okay, for people that are trying to stay above the competition. Okay, I hate saying that. Like we're all against each other. Like we're all trying to, let's be honest here, a lot of people are trying to, make that money, right? And so people are always upgrading. Not many people, I'd say, are upgrading to the newer GPUs, maybe getting more efficient GPUs. That's how you essentially stay above ground against your, depending on what your electrical cost is, to stay profitable. And there's that equilibrium, right, of how many people out there are still mining, what your electrical cost is, how profitable these coins are, emissions, difficulty, etc. It's that zero-sum game, Oops. So it's a fun time, and I've been through these GPU mining cycles of unprofitableness and profitable times since 2017 all the way up until now. And I'd say like 2019, 2020 bear market for GPU mining was definitely rough as well, man. Like, it was rough. And then we had the bear market after 2021, 2022 to 2020. Now, I'd say we're still in it. I'd say couple years now, right? 2020, end of 2021. Now here we are in 2025. GPU mining. I mean, we've had spurts. We had little glimpses of profitableness, and a few coins have. If you spec mine them, they did well. If you GPU mined Caspa early or GPU mined Alephium early, and those times, there are certain times where GPU mining has been okay in the past couple of years, but generally now, I think we've come to that point where I think a lot of people have definitely exited crypto mining in general. And I mean, it even shows, on YouTube and Google Trends right now. Crypto mining is at an all-time low, right? People are just not interested in crypto mining right now. I can see it all across YouTube. I can see it on other content creators, and it's kind of a sad thing. It's kind of a sad thing to say, but like, people that have really much lower electrical rates are still continuing on, are still able to continue on mining. But then there's people that have much higher electrical rates and they're not able to. And that's the competitive, unfortunate nature of crypto mining is people that have the more efficient stuff, the lower electrical costs, are able to stay above water. And people that are trying to do this to make money, especially, you know, and doing it as a business, you know, tax write-offs, tax deductions, capital expenditures. People are doing this, you know, for tax reasons as well. I mean, I do it as well. There's certain times where, you know, you need to spend money to lower your taxes, right? And such as buying hardware, right? Maybe buying more efficient hardware. So there's so many different, I would say, different crypto miners out there, depending if you're doing it as a business or personal. Oh, I forgot. Another huge thing I'd say for crypto mining is there's a lot of people with free power, and like there's a lot of home miners out there that are maybe just running one rig or two. You know, I think that's more notably like ASICs, I'd say. Or maybe it's someone that has a single GPU rig in their condo and they got free power in the building because they're renting the place. You know, there's millions of those people, I'm sure, like millions, because I've seen definitely a shift over the past couple of years. A lot of people have been getting into like smaller miners, and I've talked to numerous people over the years. They got free power, right? They got free power. Especially this is where I'm talking about, like, I guess more so for like Bitcoin mining. People got free power, and that's more so out there than someone that's more like small to medium scale, even large scale miners out there. They don't have free power, but they've scaled so much that they have a good electrical rate, good commercial electrical rate. And, you know, for me, myself, I'm at 7.4 cents here where I live. And that's why I can continue sometimes to GPU mine. The next couple days, I do have a couple videos coming out about my GPUs. And essentially, it's going to be talking about, like, I'm shifting. I'm shifting now. Okay, I should really shift my GPUs into something more efficient, or into a different avenue. Not necessarily GPU mining, but maybe should I sell my GPUs or trade my GPUs into AI GPUs? Should I get into that? Should I get more into that? Should I maybe go into CPU mining, right? CPU mining seems to be pretty decent depending on what you have. Or the most blasphemous type of mining, ASIC mining. Should I invest my money into ASIC mining instead? Okay, so there's a lot of different money generating income avenues that I could go with here, and there's something that unfortunately I've been looking at, and it's just like this shift. Okay, there's a shift in it's funny to say that Bitcoin's 105K, and looking at all what has happened over the past couple of years, it's like we've come to a point where the competitive nature with crypto mining, the emissions, you know, with a lot of these coins, it's just not enough to handle all of us. And I understand right now where we are in the state of the market right now, altcoins could be low, and we could be primed to go up more. I don't know, right? Proof of work, GPU mineable coins still haven't really had their heyday yet. I think we saw Raven coin go up a little bit, but Rude Puts, no road trip videos. Rude Puts, I leave next week. Coming up. I will be trying to live stream through Starlink. You know, doing that stuff. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try streaming through the Starlink Roam. I don't even know if I can stream through Starlink Roam. It's probably gonna be like a 30-50 second delay if I stream through Starlink. Jockrick Miner, my dilemma is I have solar and it pays me more selling the excess back to the grid than it does mining. So effectively, even with free power, I ain't mining. RedPandaMining. Jackrick Miner, exactly. So there's people that are solo mining, solar using solar for crypto mining. But I guess in your situation in the UK, it's actually better to sell it back to the grid. Yeah, and there's people that do that, right? There's people that do that, and yeah, it's just come to a point where if you don't got cheap electric, you're not really making anything. And if you don't have the most efficient hardware, you're not making anything. And I get it. People buying newer, see, this is where it comes in, like where we are right now in the markets, whether or not you have that extra dry powder, the extra cash to buy into newer stuff, it's hard, right? Especially during this time. I understand that, you know, people getting laid off left, right, and center. It sounds like in today's economy, everyone's getting laid off. Recessionary talks, or whether or not we're already in the recession, it feels like, you know, everyone's broke, and that kind of in a way helps, you know, the network difficulties in a way. And you know, some people that have or been able to invest in newer hardware and have lower electrical costs are still able to make do, are still able to stay afloat. And there's always that cycle, right? There's always that cycle of people that are always, you know, able to go in, get into crypto mining, have low electrical costs, do well. But then there's obviously there's going to be majority of people out there that have higher than 12, 15, 20 cents per kilowatt hour, like Mr. Chump Change. Where's Mr. Chump? I saw Mr. Chump Change here. Happy Father's Day, man. Chump Change. Happy Father's Day, man. Happy Father's Day. So, you know, it's quite paradigm. Dang, crypto mining is really that bad in profits. We might as well mine energy through solar. Well, yeah. So it's you know, you're seeing people. We're seeing a shift right now. Mr. Steeler Blocks, who the hell can afford a 5090 these days, dude? Mr. Steeler Blocks, I was just at my local Memory Express. They got, look here. Hold on, let me bring it up. I'll show it. I don't care. Look at this. 5090. They have literally hundreds of 5090s in stock now. Nobody is buying them. I don't even want to buy it. Look at this. Look here. Let me show. I don't care. I'll show on the screen here. Look, this is where I generally look. They're good. The Gigabyte 5090s. Gigabyte 50. $3,600 Canadian. There's no way in hell I'm paying that. Like, even for me, there's no way in hell I'm gonna buy a bunch of, like, look, 10 plus, 10 plus, 10 plus, 10 plus, 10 plus, 9, 10, 8, 10 plus, 10 plus, 10 plus. Dude, these 5090s are in, there's a ton of 5090s out there now. They're everywhere. Okay, literally everywhere. 5090s are in stock everywhere. Even the Astrals, dude. $4,000 for the Astral. 5, 9, 8, 2, 8, 4. Look, they're everywhere, right? 5090 stock is now in everywhere. Like, you cannot, like, dude. The MSI one, MSI Ventus is 10 plus, 5, 10 plus, 9, 6, 3. Like, dude. No, like, I feel bad for anyone who's been buying these at like 5K, 10K. Like, we all knew, like, a month or two or a couple months later, the prices of these, like, they got to come down now, because the supply, like, the demand for these is gone. Nobody is buying these. Nobody. Like, not even me. Like, it's just stupid, man. Like, it's so it's so brutal, man. It's so brutal. But okay, so here's where I forgot to just going through Mr. Serial Blocks' comment. You know, who's buying the 5090s? Right? 5090s for GPU mining is a wash. Like, there's no point buying a 5090 for GPU mining. It's now the 5090s, 4090s mainly, I think, are more tied for tended towards people that are doing the whole AI, in quotes AI, you know, renting out their GPUs on platforms, whether that's like Vast, Chlor Fleet, which has been, I've had a lot of success on Chlor Fleet. People have been using Octaspace recently. I haven't tried Octaspace yet. I've been wanting to try it. I had success on Node AI, you know, getting paid out in Ethereum, renting out your GPU. Dude, there's tons of platforms out there. I think there's another one, Asana. There's another one, Salad. Okay, I can't forget Salad. Salad is another massive GPU rental platform people use, you know, to make money off their GPUs. Dude, there's tons of ways now. A lot of these AI, a lot of these higher end GPUs are being utilized on these platforms to make money, right? A 5090, 4090 are what, $4 to $5 a day roughly right now. I think Vast might be better, depends, but don't quote me on this, but max voltage is here. It's decent, better break even than any ASIC, about 14 months break even. Cryptograph, I believe it'll be better as possible. Right, Max. So Max, you can answer this. You know this better than I do. I don't really look into this that much, but is the 5090 now supported on Vast or no? I know the 5090 is not supported, or it is supported on Salad, but nobody's renting the 5090s on Salad because of a driver or the software optimization for utilizing it on you know, the stable diffusion or stuff like that. I don't think it's been like optimized, but I'm sure people are working on that to make the software compatible for the 5090s, and so that's where I'm thinking, like, hey, is it maybe a good time to buy 5090s right now because they're now available? But I'm gonna say no, because the price of them is just ridiculous. But then it goes back to, is the software optimizations for, you know, Salad or Vast, once they have the 5090s available for software support, are these going to be in demand? Right, that's the thing. Right, that's the thing. Right, you don't know. We don't know when and if and when the 5090s are going to be, you know, that great. Max says, at this moment I'm building Salad rig farm, old RPM motherboard, upgrading i7 to a 32 gigabyte RAM. Nice, Max, nice. Oh yeah, I remember you said that in the live stream. Yes, 5090 is compatible with Vast. Vast has done quite a bit for the 50 series, including tutorials for people deploying 50 series. Okay. So you're saying the 5090s are being available, are being rented on Vast. Okay. But you got to have the server grade hardware, essentially. You know, you can't. I don't. Can you just have like an i7 on Vast, 32 gigs of RAM? You know, or you got to have the whole Xeon, you know, Xeon setups. Anyways, happy Father's Day, Huddle Harmony. What's up, man? Max voltage, yes, I have one rented on consumer CPU, 5700X with 64 gigs of RAM. Oh, okay. Max, nice. Well, then I'm going out and buying all the 5090s. Yeah. I can't even buy, like, cash wise, I can maybe buy like 2 right now. Maybe comfortably, yeah, 2. I'm not even willing to spend this type of money on a 5090. It's just ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. I definitely had to sell hardware to port into 5090s. But damn, man, that 36 plus I had to pay 12% tax. Okay. Upon the $4,000, if I bought the Astrals, the $4,000 Canadian plus 12%, like it's brutal. It's absolutely brutal. Let me just do a poll here. Are you able to pay for a 5090 right now? Yes. Definitely not. All right, I just want to gauge the community here. I'm broke. All right, let's start the poll. Let's start the poll. Let's start the poll. Like there's hundreds at my local Memory Express. My local Memory Express where I live have hundreds of 5090s in stock. It's and nobody's buying them. No, nobody is buying them. It's just It's absolutely hilarious. It's just the prices of these things gotta come down. Just insane. Just absolutely insanity. Anyways. So, what was I talking about? What was my rant? What was my what was I going on about? I already forgot. What was I talking about? I already forgot. Mr. Steelbox, I'll buy him and drive him to you for less than that from Alberta. Mr. Steelbox, you know what? That's, dude, I'm actually going to Rabid next week. And yeah, you know what? I can actually buy 5090s in Alberta. I don't have to pay that 12% tax. Oh my God, that's a way better idea. Way better. Oh, yes. Wait, let me think here. Hold on. Let me see. Okay. I don't want to buy them. I'm not going to buy the expensive 5090. Screw that. Let's see. Oh, yeah, tons. Calgary. Yeah, I'm heading out that way. So 10 plus. Oh, dude, they got plenty of 5090s. I don't have to pay tax on $3,600. Yeah, perfect. Okay, I can buy like 3 of them or something. Am I going to do that? Hell no. Mr. Steelbox, 5%. Oh, there's 5% tax? Oh, forget it. Yeah, no, F that. No. I'm not buying any. That's just so expensive. It's so expensive. Dark Magician, renting GPUs. Dark Magician. Yeah, so that's been the shift, right? That we've seen this shift. Thank you. That's what we ended off with. Okay. We've seen a shift from GPU mining, and then people that are technically savvy, I'd say, have been shifting towards AI and renting out their GPUs for people that want to rent work for workloads, AI workloads. And there's like I said, there's tons of platforms out there, but majority of those people that are using their GPUs to rent out, they're all the big boy ones, you know, 4090s, 3090s. 3090s are actually still popular on Salad. Salad has actually had a lot of good 5090 availability demand. Sorry, 3090 demand. So, you know, it's there's been that shift as well, right? People that have exited GPU mining, they've gone into the whole AI thing, and I think in a way it's great because those people have, you know, alleviated some of the pressure off, you know, GPU mining, of course, because you're making you're making more money essentially renting out your GPU than GPU mining. I get it, but okay, but then we're forgetting the whole you know, the whole strategy, the whole crypto mining strategy of you know, the other part of crypto mining, which everyone mostly does for some people if they're doing it as a hobby or something, is mine and hold, right? We forgot the whole mentality of mining and hold, or at least trying to mine at break even and pay for your electrical bill out of pocket. I've always preached doing that, and I'd say more so over the past couple years, 4 years, it's been real hard. It's been so hard to do that. And if we look at it from like a tax perspective, definitely, you know, looking at my altcoins that I've mined and held over the past couple of years, I essentially have a capital loss. Okay. I have a pretty big, massive capital loss, and thank God for my other more profitable like ASIC miners that have been generating income. Thank God, you know, like I can at least you know, cover the costs, you know, cover the pain from my ASICs that have been generating money versus my GPUs that have been mining and holding altcoins, which we have definitely seen over the past. We can just see here, like for example, we can see here. Is this the one? Yeah, here we go. Look at this. I mean, if a lot of the coins that, like Neox is down 93%, Dynex down 96%, Nexa down 73%, Mirai down 67%. Ever since I bought these, theoretically bought October 8th of 2023, the performance, Michael Palmer, thank you for the sub. Thank you for the sub. The performance of altcoins, of a lot of GPU mineable proof of work altcoins, have been obviously really bad. And Alephium is an exception here. The reason why it shows pretty good is because I bought it when it was low. Okay, when it was way before the pump. Ravencoin has generally been okay. Ravencoin has, because it went on a new exchange, it seems to be pumping up a little bit here. But ultimately, Bitcoin has been outperforming everything. Okay, Bitcoin has, if you were ultimately mining all these coins when they were generally profitable or you were breaking even, and if you mined into Bitcoin over the past 3 to 4 years, that would have been a better play. And I'm gonna do my video soon of accumulating all the coins that I've been mining on my 6600 XTs and just comparing which rigs have been doing better now. Spoiler alert, it's the Bitcoin one. So the 6600 XT rig that I've had on NiceHash, which is now on unmineable because I didn't want to do the KYC thing, it's on unmineable going from Ravencoin into Bitcoin. So this rig is actually it's actually break even on its initial hardware investment of $1,400. Isn't that surprising? Isn't that surprising? It's actually gotten its hardware money back, but not the electrical money back. So Bitcoin at this point in time, okay, which I truly believe, you know, where we are in this time frame, okay, this time frame that we are in right now, I truly believe that we will come to a time when a lot of these altcoins are going to come back up again. Maybe not all of them, but some of them. Okay, so that's something where, you know, we gotta think the time frame that we're in right now. I truly, yeah, like I said, I think we're just gonna go up. We're gonna go up higher with these coins later in the future. I just don't know when. Maybe not. I don't know. Time and time again, we've all been surprised, like back in previous GPU mining bear market 2018 to 2020. I mean, there was a lot of those coins that went up in 2021, 2022 as well. So, you know, Ravencoin, right? Ravencoin could be one of those coins. Ergo, right? Ergo, another prominent OG GPU mineable coin. I'd say that's, you know, that's gonna have some appreciation. But everything else hasn't seen. Flux may be okay. But Neoxa, Dynex, Nexa, Mirai, Chlor, all these coins have come out in the past after the bear market, after the bull market. So it's hard to say if these ones are going to do well in the bull run. You know, we don't know. We just don't know. We just don't know. Okay, man, just talking out of my head here. Thank you for some people on Twitch here, some people on X. Thank you everyone for tuning in. Okay, smash the like, bros. We got 173 people here, 47 likes. Holy crap. But all right, let me end this poll here. All right, let me end this poll and let's see. Are you able to buy a 5090 right now? All right, 39% of you say definitely not. 30% of you say yes. 30% of you say I'm broke. All right, so 69% of you are not able to buy a 5090. 69% of you. Nice. Nice. Very nice. Only 96 votes. All right. Perfect. Huddle Harmony says the bull market will be starting any minute now. Hopefully this week. Trying to hold on to faith, but it's real hard this year. Huddle Harmony, it's been real hard. Yeah, no, dude, it's been hard. It's funny to say that when Bitcoin's 105K and we're saying that, you know, it's really funny to say. It's really funny to think that Bitcoin's 105K and everyone is thinking the same thing that you are. So either that tells me we have much higher to go, right? Google Trends is showing that crypto mining is at an all-time low again in interest. That just tells me like where we are right now with, you know, the whole market cap of Bitcoin, investments, whether or not more and more people are coming into, you know, investing into Bitcoin over time here. Bitcoin leaving exchanges, right? We're at another new all-time low on Bitcoin on exchanges. So that's pretty correlated to, you see the price of Bitcoin going up here. When Bitcoin was leaving exchanges, the price of Bitcoin started to really rally up here back in December and January. Then Bitcoin massive amount of Bitcoin went back on exchange, like 100,000 Bitcoin back in February. I think people tied that to BlackRock selling, and there's like 100,000 Bitcoin that went back on exchanges, and then the price of Bitcoin started going down here back in March to 84K. Then boom, another 100,000 Bitcoin-ish went back on exchange, but then ultimately it's been on a downtrend here. So Bitcoin on exchanges, people have been Bitcoin is leaving exchanges, is now on a new all-time low here, according to CoinGlass. So now Bitcoin's hovering around 100, we're over 100K now, which is absolutely absolutely insanity to think about. So all right, you didn't give me an option. You didn't give an option for yes, but we wouldn't. Hodl Harmony. What? I did give an option for yes. What? If you want to turn money, swap all your crypto money, altcoin to BTC, you will make money. RedPandaMining. Brood puts. At this point in time, for the altcoins, the GPU mineable altcoins that I've held, I'm still holding. There's 0 point for me to trade into Bitcoin right now. I have to hold out for the better times, if and when that's gonna happen. Altcoin season, etc. If that ever happens, we don't know. We really don't know. Yusuf puts, what's up, man? Squirrel Master, what's up, man? Anyways, I think I've kind of talked about what I wanted to talk about. It's an interesting time where we are seeing just you know, mining profitability for GPUs is gone. I mean, that makes sense after Ethereum. We got a lot of people that are probably still mining. We have a lot of people out there with cheaper electric that are still able to hold on. I mean, you know, there's someone I talked to the other day, a couple months ago. He's got over a couple thousand. He's got a couple thousand GPUs. He's got a couple thousand GPUs, and he's got like 4 cents per kilowatt hour. 4 cents. Okay, he's got 4 cents per kilowatt hour, and he still has all 30 series. He's got all 30 series GPUs. He's still able to like, look, 3070 Ti. Like, he's still able to profit 35 cents. Let's see. He has predominantly 3070s as well. So 30 cents. Like, at 4 cents per kilowatt hour and a couple thousand GPUs. Let's just say I had 1,000 of these 3070s mining at 4 cents per kilowatt hour. He's generating $300 a day after his 4 cents electric. And he's selling every day. He's selling every day. And that's another problem with crypto mining, right? People that are on a large scale, that are doing it as a business, they're selling every day because they're making that money. Wouldn't you, if you were in his shoes, let's say you had 2,000 3070s at 4 cents per kilowatt hour, would you be selling every day? Would you be selling? If you had 2,030, he's got another slew of 3080s and other GPUs. I'm just gonna say combined, he has like 3,000 GPUs worth of hash rate. He's making, okay, you had 4 cents per kilowatt hour, 4 cents per freaking kilowatt hour. You have a couple thousand GPUs. Your electrical bill's like over $400 a day. Are you selling every day to make that $900 profit? The hell, I would. You think I wouldn't do that? I would definitely do that. You think running a couple thousand GPU farm, you wouldn't be selling every day to make that, you know, you have 4 cents per kilowatt hour. You wouldn't be selling to make $900 a day. The hell you wouldn't. I would be selling. Let's be honest. Let's be honest with ourselves here. All right, let's be honest with ourselves. Wouldn't you be selling if you were making this type of money every day? Jesus. I don't see one comment here that nobody would jump change 1,000%. Retro Mike, big fan of that guy. Retro Mike, hey, there's tons of people out there. Look, I was like looking at the network hash rate for Ravencoin. There's a couple hundred, there's a good 100, depending what GPUs, like 100,000 GPUs on Ravencoin. You know, there's a few big GPU mining farms out there. You know, they're able to still profit from all this, right? And to talk to this guy that has a couple thousand GPUs making, you know, a couple $100 a day, I mean, like, wouldn't you also be selling every day? And that's what they're, you know, this is the problem. This is, if I could just write if I can draw a circle, you know, like a circle on the screen here. Okay, we got people selling, we have some people holding, but then the price of the coin, like if you extrapolate the circle, right, people selling also brings sell pressure to the coin, drops the coin prices. But then, you know, also this is where it kind of ties into, as we have a lot of people in crypto mining, it's a zero-sum game. So like, it's also hurting those that have higher electrical costs. They can't participate in GPU mining in a profitable manner because they have higher electrical rate. And as these guys that are, you know, essentially milking the coins, milking the profitability, it sucks, right? And that's the competitive nature with GPU mining. If for people that are on larger scale, it's much easier for them to make that profit, especially if they have lower electrical costs, not a commercial rate. You know, it's just, you know, Panda, aren't you doing it? Yes and no. I'm not, I don't have a couple thousand GPUs to really make a difference for me to sell. And I have majority of my GPUs off right now. I'm not making that couple $100 a day with everything. I was before, but not anymore. But next couple videos I have, I'm gonna be talking about what I'm gonna do with my GPUs. Okay, I was doing the math with Grok the other day, exactly like you were talking about, to get a GPU count. Here's what it estimates based on your network hash rates. Capal algorithm, approximately 117 to 196,000 GPUs are actively mining Ravencoin. Yeah, linker. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Suggested range 80,000, 200,000 GPUs. Yeah. So there's definitely a lot of people out there still mining Ravencoin, whether or not there's people on free power, but it's also massive there are still a lot of massive GPU farms out there. Whether you like it or not, there are people that have cheap electric, because when you run at this scale of a couple thousand GPUs, you best believe you're able to attain your whatever PPA, purchase power agreement, and like you can get, you know, cheap electric at that scale. We're talking megawatts, man, megawatts of power. When you're at that scale, you're definitely able to get cheaper power. And, you know, business wise, they're expensing it, they're profiting, you know, a couple $100 to $1,000 a day. You know, you're selling every day. You know, it's a business. It's a business game to them. And this is where unfortunate reality with GPU mining hurts the home GPU miner that's doing this on a much smaller scale. And even with me, even at my, you know, generally 8 cents electric, you know, it sucks for me because now we've come to this, like I said, this point in time, this equilibrium where I'm still predominantly 30 series cards. Sure, I can make, at my 8 cents per kilowatt hour, I can make 16 cents a day, but do I want to mine at that, you know, to make 16 cents per 3070? Not really. So this is where I'm going to be talking with you guys tomorrow, the next couple of days, in a couple videos. Tomorrow's video, what should I do? Should I sell my GPUs into AI? Should I sell my GPUs into ASICs? Should I sell my GPUs into CPU mining rigs? Or should I sell my GPUs into more efficient GPUs? Yusuf puts, road trip to Rabid. Yes, I'm going to Rabid Mining next week. Picking up all my CPU mining rigs from him. 24 or 25 3900X systems from him. Yeah. You Yes, 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 yes. That's gonna be fun. That's gonna be fun. I rented an RV. I bought Starlink Roam. I'm gonna be using Starlink. I'm gonna try to stream. Dude, it's gonna be fun. Dude, if I can stream my road trip, oh, dude, that'd be so fun. Stream the road. You guys better not snipe me. One of you degens better not follow me on the roads to Mr. Rabid. Could you imagine someone drives on the highway 1? Someone rolls up. And dude, you drove a couple hours this way to stream snipe me? That would be really funny. Triangulation ain't hard. Duct tape that antenna down. Milkman X. So this is the thing. Does the Starlink Roam can it go through glass? Can the Starlink Roam go through glass? Because I don't want to put it outside. Starlink go through glass? Yes, the Starlink Roam can work through glass, including vehicle windows and other types of glass, but signal strength and performance can be affected by certain types of glass coatings, especially those with UV or metallic elements. Ah, okay. Okay. Oh crap, I gotta get the mount. I gotta get the mount then. I gotta get the mount. As a pirate, record it and release the video a few weeks late. Yeah, maybe as a pirate. The issue is I may not have enough videos pre-recorded before I go. Squid Mining says, I think the best method would be to reasonably diversify your mining between consistently profitable ASICs and more efficient GPUs. And Squid Mining, I agree. Where we are in the state of the market, that's the unfortunate. I mean that's what has to be done. Yeah, that's what has to be done. Yes. I mean, yeah. To really get out of it, like to really skirt the whole competitive nature with crypto mining. Yeah, you gotta diversify. You gotta have cheap electric. You gotta have maybe the tax strategy is actually another huge thing. If you're running it as a business, it's in some ways it is definitely much better to run crypto mining as a business because one, you're expensing the electric, you're also depreciating the hardware. So whatever you're mining, it's also essentially in a way going to be tax free because you're making money with the crypto, okay? And if you're selling every day, your expenses offsets your taxable income. So it helps a lot in a way. You're able to have this hardware, depending on what hardware you have, you can depreciate it, but also at the end of the day, you can try to make money. You're making money out of it, and you're gonna have a pretty decent ROI on this hardware, especially if taxes are in play here. Deduct expenses, reduce taxable income, all that kind of stuff. But now for the hobby miner, I mean, like most of us, it's the majority of people here, it's gonna be like the crypto mining strategy is still like mine and hold. and waiting for price appreciation. Jockrick Miner, RedPandaMining, you got a Tesla and demo? Yes, I do already. Then get the Natix app, stick your phone on the RV dashboard, log the journey, earn as you drive. RedPandaMining. Jockrick Miner, good idea. I'm also going to be bringing my Hive Mapper. Okay, my Hive Mapper. And what else? What else am I going to bring? Oh, I was supposed to get that GeoNet Pulse, but I never got it. So I don't think I'm going to get it before I leave. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Squid Mining, agreed. And if you don't have reasonable electric rates, then solar is the way to go to bring down those costs. Yeah. So solar is great. Solar mining, solar panels, all that stuff is great. If you live in an area, if you live in a place, that has sun. I'm on the rainy, cloudy west coast of Canada, so it's never sunny here. I think it's 80% rain and cloud where I live throughout the year. Maybe 20% of it is sun. So it would not be imperative for me. Nobody near me here has solar. You drive anywhere around me here, nobody in their right mind has solar because it doesn't make sense. Plus, I'm also surrounded by 120 plus foot trees. So that doesn't help either. Solar does not work. Do you have much wind, Jock Miner? Not really. No. Maybe I have a couple days windstorms, a couple days out of the year windstorms, but that's it. That's it. Yusuf puts, Panda, you must be very low on vitamin D. Yes, but thankfully I use a couple things: red light therapy and multivitamin or whatever. River or creek for hydro? That I have. Okay, I actually have a creek, but it's not full on running all the time, so that's not gonna work. We already have hydroelectric, up in Canada here. I think 90% of Canada is already hydro. So we're already pretty renewable up here. That's why my electrical rate is generally low. Yeah. So anyways, to end the stream here, guys, I not to be so negative and bearish, but like it's just we've come to that point where there's a lot of us that are still into crypto mining, and but we've also come to that point where it's not great. It's not profitable for a lot of us because could be a lot of big farms out there, cheaper electric, free power for those that are mining at home on a couple rigs, and there's definitely a lot more of those people out there. And it's just the network difficulty of those networks, of a lot of these networks, that's what constitutes depending on your electrical rate, of course, the unprofitableness. So there's always that equilibrium of all the hardware that's out there that's still mining. Yeah, and I've seen a lot of people come and go, right? Crypto mining, it's again, I've seen people come and go. I've seen YouTubers come and go. I mean, a lot of you guys have probably seen YouTubers have a lot of content creators in this space have left. A lot of them maybe took breaks. A lot of them, exited because it just wasn't worth it. It wasn't worth it for them. So, it comes in cycles, really. Crypto mining really comes in cycles. We got 154 people here, 63 likes. Smash the like, bros. Smash the like, bros. Let's get to 100 likes. Maybe this is a topic not everyone likes. Lukewarm mining stream, I got it, no notification. Lukewarm mining, right click the hit the notification bell, then yeah. Adam Bates, nice knowing you guys. It's over, boys. Adam Bates, no, it's not over. It's only over for those that have high electrical costs. It's only over for those that can't survive. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate, but pretty sure if this is a sign where Bitcoin's 105k, crypto mining interest is like 20% on Google Trends. If this is any indication, here, let's do RPM paint here. If this is any indicator, this is my prediction. All right, somebody screenshot this right now. I need someone to. All right, this is my RPM prediction. Sometime in 2026. All right, 2020. All right, here we go. Google Trends. We're gonna go back up to 100 again in like 2026. Crypto mining. Every GPU, like a 37. The 3070 will be the next RX 580. So the 3070 will make like a buck or two, like $2 a day. Probably a couple bucks a day. A 3070 will make a couple bucks a day. Yeah. Yeah. There you go. There, that's my prediction. We'll see. See if it plays out. Someone screenshot this. Screenshot this. Let's see if it works out. Let's see if it happens. It's funny I did this on the Google Trends thing, not on like a Bitcoin chart. I think Bitcoin chart would look a lot more different. Oh yeah, I will buy that. Mine some 10. RedPandaMining. Mine some 10. What's up, man? Show us Google Trends for AI compute. All right. AI compute. Oh my God. It is. Yeah. It is at an all-time high. It's pretty much up there. Mine some 10. Yeah, the interest into AI is way up there. It's extremely high. Extremely high. $100. It peaked in February 2025. 100. Look at that. Look at that. Wow. Wow. A lot of people have been saying AI is a bubble. You guys think so? Is AI really a bubble? Who knows? Who knows? I think the demand for AI seems to be huge. People have been coming out with a lot of stuff. Who knows? I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Yes, it is. AI is a bubble. Yeah. Time will tell. They say the same about BTC. Yeah. Who knows? Crypto AI is a bubble. Okay, yeah, I can agree with that. Nick Marr, crypto AI is a bubble. Yeah, I can agree with that. Yeah. Too much money in AI. There's definitely a lot of money in AI. Yes, definitely. I mean, here, let's just type in AI. The term AI is probably extremely high. Yeah, look at AI is at 100. June 2025. AI is interest on AI is at 100. Holy crap. Wow. That is, dude, there's AI back in 2012. Is that maybe because of the what was the movie, like iRobot? When did iRobot come out? Frogman, what's up, man? What's up? Okay, bros, I gotta go. Gotta bring my kid to his music class. Thank you guys for the stream. Hopefully that was not really sure where I was going with all that, but kind of just thinking about what's all been happening, how I feel, right, in my perspective over this past right now. It's just crazy what has transpired, honestly. Where we are, where Bitcoin's 100K, it's absolutely insane. But smash the like, bros, on the way out, and you guys have a great day. It looks like it's a nice sunny day, so go out and enjoy the sun. Definitely. I need to take happy Father's Day to everyone. Yeah, that's right. Happy Father's Day to everyone. Good day, bros. I gotta go. Later today, I'm gonna attempt to take out the drive shaft in my older Tacoma. I gotta replace the carrier bearing. It's completely shot. Like, the rubber inside the carrier bearing is completely gone, and the drive shaft was like vibrating like mad. I don't even know if I can take it out or not. Hopefully. Fun times. Mine some 10. Ultra, Crypto Craig, Frogman, Adam Bates, Jock Miner. You guys have a great day. Have a great day, everyone. Goodbye. Goodbye. Peace. Peace, everyone.
I'm just hiding in the bamboo trees. Got my 360 table, but won't agree. I asked so nicely on my knees. bribe you with some bamboo sticks, but you just played your panda tricks, laughing while it's out of reach. Can't believe you belong to Niche. Oh, Red Panda, come on through. Send me that sweet GPU. I've been waiting, won't you see? Give it up and set me free. You got fur, I crave silicone, stripes and spots you're chillin' on, living life in perfect harmony while my frames die in agony.